I feel like Buddhism is really aligned with me. I believe in the good of all, harm in none. I believe in karma, and what you put out is what you get back in the universe. Hey y'all, what's good? What's poppin'? What's happening? How y'all doing? If you're new, my name is Joy. If you're returning, you already know what it is. Thank you for rocking with your girl. I hope y'all can hear me. Oakland low-key being loud today on this good Sunday. I want to talk about my spirituality and my faith, and especially because I watch spiritual kind of content, I guess you could say, or like for the healthy hoes, that is my girl. Little does she know, like, I love when she posts, because I be like, okay, you get it. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. And growing up, I pretty much grew up Christian. My mom and my dad both identified that way. I went to church up until I was probably like 15 or 16 maybe. So I want to say it was like my sophomore year of high school. And I had questions, right? So I started off at one church when I was really young, don't remember it. Then went to another church. That church I remember. And the pastor was my godfather, apparently. And then when we stopped going, I guess they weren't my godparents anymore. I don't know how that works. But that was interesting to me, because I thought that, like, growing up, you would still keep in contact, especially in terms of like kids. I think that it's important, like, once you are in a child's life, like, and that's your title, that's your role, you kind of gotta stay around. So we were going to church. Something happened at the church, and I believe what my mom told me was that, like, she needed money for a laptop because she was in school, she was in college, and they didn't help her. And then the pastors, I believe the oldest daughter or the two oldest daughters, both got pregnant out of wedlock, right? And we'll get back to that, right? So we stopped going to church for a while. Off and on, we'll go to different churches, try new churches. But my mom found a church that she liked, and then come to find out, like, the pastor was cheating on his wife. And I think we never saw the wife or something like that. I don't know the correct terminology for their titles or their roles, or like who they are in the church. I don't know that much. And so we just never went back. And then we would go to prayer, and prayer was one Saturday out of the month, right? And so growing up going to church, I feel like I have a very different perspective than somebody who just started going to church or having faith in God, or going to church. I feel like that's a very different experience than just having faith in God. And I think because as I've grown up, as I've learned, there's so many people that are Christians or believers, or not even just Christians, Catholics. There's so many other religions out there, spirituality, walks of faith, and these people are hypocritical, they're judgmental. It's, that's not godly, but then they're doing ungodly things, right? And I just can't identify with that. And I don't think that you necessarily need to go to church to have a relationship with God. And I also believe that everybody's relationship is going to be different. I don't think that you need to push God onto other people, or get other people to go to church, or get other people to walk the same faith that you walk, because everybody's walk of faith is going to look very different. My walk of faith is going to look different as somebody that grew up going to church versus somebody that just started going at 32 or 29 or however old. So for me, I had a lot of questions, I was confused, and then I was having spiritual experiences at such a young age that I was like, if I tell somebody what is happening, what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing, they're gonna think I'm crazy. Like, you're gonna think I'm nuts. So I didn't really tell anybody about what I was experiencing until I got older, and I would only tell my mom. And I don't know when the first experience was, and then it was like it opened up a door for me to talk to my mom more about my experiences, my spiritual experiences, because I have had so many. I have to be, in terms of my spiritual experience, I have to be very mindful about the things that I say, because my words have power, right? You can speak anything into existence, and I have spoken so many things into existence. The car that I have right now, I pretty much manifested this when I was little and didn't even know it, didn't even realize until I got it. The dental program that I was in, like, there's so many experiences that I have had that I saw coming, that I feel like I have premonitions or like deja vu a lot. And I feel like I've already been here. And I say that because I was in a relationship some years ago, and we had got into it really bad, and something had came over me, and it was just like, if you stay with this person, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life, and you're gonna come back again. Like, I'm going to have to come back to this physical world again because I didn't learn a lesson. And I don't that's so interesting to say out loud, but I just have a lot of experiences like that, where my future self, my intuition, my spirit, my ancestors, my guides are like, you need to learn these lessons in this lifetime. If you don't want to fucking come back, or come back as a better version, you need to learn them now. So I feel like whoever I am right now in this physical world, I literally have to learn all of these lessons so that, one, I can have a prosperous life, confidence, have everything that I want, but also not have to repeat any lessons again in the next lifetime. And I also had like a mutual friend who we were talking about spirituality and like faith, and she was like, no, I gotta get it right in this lifetime. She said, because I'm pretty sure this is my last one. And I was like, damn, bro, like, I don't think this is my last one, but I definitely feel like I've been here a couple times. People I've seen, people I've met, experience that I've had so many deja vu experiences. It's really crazy. A lot of people, in terms of like relationships, usually bring up like, is their faith, right? And I think that my faith has fluctuated. I was very much like a just spiritual faith believer in the universe, and then as I would say within the last year or so, I've been like trying to get in touch with God, and I use them interchangeably because I do believe that they are the same person, that it is the same thing, God and the universe. I also do believe that God is within, and the more that I pour into myself, the more prosperous my life will be, right? I also have a hard time, like, I want to get more in touch with Buddhism because I think that definitely aligns with me. Like, I am for the greater good of all, like for the good of all and harm to none. Like, I genuinely believe and wish that everybody had housing, everybody had food. Like, it does not make sense to me that there's homeless people, that there's people that are on the streets, there's people that can't pay their bills, there's people that don't have anything to eat. Like, it genuinely like hurts my heart. Like, there'll be times like I'm about to cry. There'll just be so many times, like, I don't know, like, I just don't understand why there's not enough. Like, there is enough to go around, but like, I just don't. I really just want everybody to be like healthy and happy. And I believe in karma, so like I do my best to do right by people. And oh my god, I I do my best to do right by people, and I'm really trying to practice like do unto others as you would want to do to you. And something I'm also navigating right now is how you do one thing is how you do everything, because when I get down like really low, when I can talk myself into like a dark hole, and when I get like that, I isolate, I go ghost, and that's not healthy, it's not beneficial, and it's really rude and inconsiderate to those around me by not communicating what I'm feeling, what's going on. But yeah, I genuinely just want the best for like everybody on the planet, honestly. And yeah, I just have faith. I have faith in myself, I have faith in the universe, and I believe and think that the more that you write down what you want, you speak about the things that you want, you think positive, you have a positive mindset, life will literally work out for you. Life will move mountains for you. Like me moving to Florida, I saw myself there. And when like Joe Dispenza says like you have to feel it, you have to see it, you genuinely have to feel and see your future self and your future life and act like the person you're going to become to obtain it. But that, we'll get into that at another time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't really talk about my faith much, but maybe I will a little bit more. I just have so many spiritual experiences that, and I feel like I feel things very deeply. Like even where I'm at currently in my life, I did not necessarily see coming. Well, I saw it coming, but I didn't know when it would happen. And oftentimes my spiritual experiences, like my premonitions, my dreams, I will have them in like 3-month increments, so I can kind of see my own future, if that makes sense. And then sometimes I'm like right now I'm like, I knew this was coming, I just didn't really know when. So yeah, as always, you're beautiful just as you are, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope everybody has a great week.